Hi guys, good morning. How are you? I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are. I think Bear is going to come join us. Yep, we have a visitor for today's video, so don't mind him. I wanted to sit down and kind of talk you through another round of empties. I keep this box kind of hanging out under my bed. And when it gets mostly full, I want to sit down and kind of talk you through everything that I've used and loved. I thought about doing this maybe more like I know Ingrid does, like an end of the year one, but I wanted to do it, my thought was to do it every couple of months. That way I can really like remember how I felt about certain products and we can kind of go through that. So I have quite a collection of stuff in here. Some of them are supplements, some of them are hair products. I haven't run through as many beauty products, so I can do like an updated collection of what I do and don't love that I currently have in a different video if you guys want that. But it's mostly like skincare, hair, supplements, those things. So let's get into it. First thing up is this. It is the Garden of Life My Kind Organic Whole Food Gummies. These are the prenatal ones. I snagged these with Elena and Whole Foods. No, I ended up ordering them on Amazon. There was a whole story there if you saw that vlog. We got the prenatal ones because they have more vitamin B in them, but if you struggle with taking lots of vitamins, these are a good alternative because it's pretty much just fruit-based juices in here. There's like no crazy added sweeteners in it, and they're vegan as well. So these are nice. I have actually switched to the regular ones this time around, but that's because I was taking a raw bee supplement as well. But I enjoy these. These are great, and they have more vitamin B than the normal ones because I compared them side by side. This has like 200% of your B6. I think that might be the difference, and the other one might have 150. Along the line of supplements, I have a bottle of the Parapro formula from Organic Olivia. When I started doing research on when I started doing research on my hormonal acne and curing it, one of the videos I watched and read was Organic Olivia's YouTube video about how she cured hers, and she talks about doing a parasite cleanse and how that kind of helped and changed her. So I thought, why not? You know, you never know what's kind of hanging out in your body. I can't say that I saw any crazy results from it. I would love to do it again and kind of do it more concisely, like back to back, and see, but at the time I didn't see anything crazy. But you never know what's hanging out in your body, so it's not the worst thing in the world to do. So I'll link all of these down below though. And then along the supplement range, we have 2 bottles of probiotics. I talked about these before and kind of compared the difference. So when you're shopping, I would just be mindful of, like, if you're looking at these bottles, this one has 30 billion and this one has 50 billion, and they look the same. They're just a different size. But this one has 14 capsules, and this costs the same as this one. So this is twice as many. There's not as many there's 12 probiotic strains in here. There's 10 in this one. So kind of do your research and be, you know, conscious of what you're buying, because with these bottles, they all look so very similar. Renew Life is very consistent in their branding. The colors kind of change, but if you don't really read the front of it, you could end up buying something or paying more for, you know, less product. So just something to be conscious of. I have recently... Hi. You okay? Okay up there? Can I keep talking? Okay. So I recently switched over to seed probiotics. They are in a green container. This is like my first week using them, so I'll keep you posted on those. I know that Kelly LeVique mentions them in her book, but when they kind of launched, she has been posting about them, so I decided to try them out, especially if she kind of raves about them. I figured they'd be a good fit. So Renew Life has been my go-to for a long time though, so if you need like an affordable probiotic, Renew Life is definitely one I'm a big fan of. I've gone through a bottle of the Clarins Instant Eye Makeup Remover. I know that the Anna from the Anna Edit talks about this one a lot, particularly in removing waterproof makeup. I've been using waterproof mascara a lot more lately. I don't know why, I just have. Mostly because I got it and it was just really hot and humid here, and I figured I'd try it. But I switched over to a item you'll see in here in a minute, and you need, like, it's stubborn as heck to get off. So this guy does a pretty good job of getting it off, although I will say I kind of miss the easier removal of non-waterproof mascara. The next item up is the Tata Harper Clarifying Cleanser. This is the first bottle that I've gone through. I am almost halfway through my second bottle. I picked this up from Sephora, maybe? Actually, no. Maybe. I can't remember now. So I really wanted a new cleanser, needed to try a new cleanser, was kind of like in a place where my skin was just freaking out, and I got a sample of this, and once I tried the sample I realized how much I really loved it. So you guys have heard me talk about this one quite a bit, but this is again the first bottle that I've gone through. I'm on my second bottle. I tend to be not as generous with my pumps of this because a little does go a long way, and if you put it, you know, dry hands, dry skin, you really kind of treat the skin with it. It works really well. So I enjoy it. It makes my skin feel really great. It doesn't tend to dry me out, which is really nice. And it's definitely something that I will try to continue repurchasing depending on my budget, but I do really enjoy it. I've also gone through, I want to say this was my second bottle of this, the ND Lee CoQ10 toner. Hi. Hi. You're not helping me film very well today. Can you go lay down? Lay down, please. Lay down, please. Lay down, please. Lay down with mommy. You can lay down on the floor. Lay down. Lay down, please. Lay down, please. Or go up there. So this is my second bottle of the ND Lee CoQ10. I originally snagged this in the Cult Beauty Olivia Elise Millen box, and then I repurchased it. I really like it. I didn't repurchase it the last time because I thought I'd snag something different, but I may go back to this one again once that's done. I also bought another bottle of the Witch Hazel Lavender. I can't remember the brand, but you can get it at Target, you can get it at Whole Foods. I bought that because I used a combination of that with something else to clean my yoga mat because it's very gentle, and so I tend to keep that on hand. But I really like this toner, and it tends to sell out quite often. So if you want to grab it, I'd highly recommend it. I will say I've seen recently that they've changed the packaging on it, so I don't know what that's like with the new packaging, but the pump at the top looks different. I did not finish using this guy up, and it is the Sunday Riley Mattifying Melting Water Gel Toner. I got this based on, I guess I want to say somebody, I think it was Zoella, it was Zoe from Zoella, was talking about this a while ago and dealing with her acne prone skin. So I thought I would try it, and I think that my acne is very hormonal, and I know that, but I also know that I can get fairly dry skin fairly easily, and that's something that's changed, and I think that probably has to do with my hormones at the moment. So this, I kind of took it out of my rotation and tried it a little bit again, and I just didn't love it as much. So there's a little bit left in it, but I'm not going to finish using it just because it's not quite working for my skin at the moment. So that is in the empties pile for that reason. And I've also gone through, this is my second bottle of the Lindstrom Youth Dew. This stuff has dark hair on it, story of my life. This is the second bottle of Lindstrom Youth Dew. I recently switched away from this, and I miss it every day. I opted for the Herbivore Phoenix Facial Oil instead because it is almost double the size and maybe close to half the price of it. A little bit more than half. But I love this. It's just so nice, and it's probably something I will repurchase, to be honest. I miss it a lot. I can tell that my skin is a bit different from it, so I'm trying to kind of wait out. I just had like a facial done, and I had a peel done, so my skin is dehydrated a bit from that. But I just love this. It's just so flippant expensive, but it's so good. I've tried a few of her products, but this is the one that I like adore the most. Kiehls Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Facial Cleansing Oil. So I've gone through a full bottle of this. I picked this up months ago, and I was using it, I want to say maybe as a full like double cleanse, but I ended up just kind of really placing it in the spot of like my first cleanser to remove makeup. So that's what tends to happen, is if I don't like love a cleanser, I'll put it in my first spot at night just to use it up, as long as it breaks down my makeup, and then I'll stick with my Tata Harper cleanser as like my cleaning one. And this one did a pretty good job at breaking up my makeup. So I've gone through a bottle of it. I didn't repurchase it because, to be honest, if I'm just removing makeup with it, I could go for something different. So, but it was a nice cleansing oil, and if you like Kiehls, I would give it a try. Sunday Riley, another product, the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. This is a retinol oil. Again, another item that came in the Lydia Elise Millen and Cult Beauty box. I enjoy this. I don't know that it was like the most life-changing thing for my skin. but I used it. It was nice, but again, nothing like crazy life-changing for me. Like I said, I think there are a lot of things that I'm gonna have to dabble with again once my skin is exactly where I want it to be, because it's hard to really, the baseline for my skin isn't as good as I want it to be at the moment, so it's hard to see how things really do and don't help my skin without it just kind of one of those, my skin's or my skin is a whole lot worse, you know. There's like those places for it. I guess I saved one of these guys. The Burt's Bees Rejuvenating Eye Masks. I don't like these. I've tried a couple. I don't know if Burt's Bees has changed them, because I grabbed these a few months ago, so if they're different now, I'm sorry. I'm not aware of that. This was definitely just not necessarily my jam. I've tried a couple of things from them in this like facial like mask, sheet mask category, and I just didn't enjoy them. I like them to be more cooling. This felt like a thin little sheet on my face, like it to be more moisturizing. I just felt like it was not my jam, and I like that, you know, obviously there's more affordable options out there, but Pacifica, I think I have, yeah, I have one of them. Like the Pacifica masks, I love these guys, particularly the rose one. I need to buy more of them, but you know, they're kind of in the same price range, and these perform like 100 times better than these guys do. So no to the Burt's Bees for me, but all the Pacifica masks I really enjoy. But normally I grab them for hydrating, and my favorite is the rose one. I really need to grab more of that, because that's normally when I grab one of these masks in the morning, or if I'm like having a long day where I'm shooting, or if I just need that extra boost. I really want the hydration one. So the rose one is my favorite, but I do like pretty much all of them. I think I've tried a good range of them so far, and I really enjoy them, and they're great for travel. I popped one of these on my face like the morning after the wedding I was in May, and it was just such a nice soothing like experience for my skin. Oh, loved it. So Tom's the Rapid Relief Sensitive Fluoride Free Toothpaste. I like this toothpaste. I have no complaints about it. I tend to stick with fluoride free because the SLS just kind of gives me extra breakouts around my face. So I don't know that it's like, if you're in that like tooth pain phase, I don't know if that, like, if it actually works. I don't feel like I experienced enough of that from this to be able to like recommend that, but I did like this toothpaste. And then we've gone through another box of the Dollar Shave Club razors. I haven't talked about these guys, and I figured I would just because everyone in my house uses them. It's just really convenient. I've seen the Billy ones, and I kind of want to try Billy over this, because I feel like there are lots of, especially on my legs, I feel like one of the great things about like the Venus razors, which, you know, like everybody and their brother used for a really long time, is they really mold. And I feel like there are certain places that I tend to always nick myself with these, because they're just, they don't groove with my leg as well as I'd like them to. So we've gone through another pack of these. We'll probably keep doing it, but I need to look into the Billy ones, because if they're a little more like movable with your leg, I might be switching over. Speaking of shaving as well, I have the Alba Very Emollient Cream Shave Coconut Lime. I've used this guy before. This is like my second or third bottle of this. I will repurchase it. I didn't repurchase it at the time because I had a bottle of the Dollar Shave Gel in my stuff, because I had to order a certain amount for free shipping, whatever. Anyways, I wanted to try that, so I haven't repurchased this yet, but this is pretty much my favorite shave gel like ever, so there's no doubt that I'll be repurchasing that again. And it's not that expensive, it just depends on where you snag it from. Alright, so let's go through makeup and then hair. I only have a few products that I've like really used up in the makeup category, because I just bounce between so many things and I don't always do the same look. So I finally used up this bottle of the Coola Dawn Patrol Primer. I love this stuff. I've been talking about this stuff for months. It is my favorite primer. In my efforts to kind of move towards slightly more non-toxic beauty, for my, just for my skin and for balancing everything out for me, I started with primer, but I actually just genuinely enjoy this primer, and I use it pretty consistently. My one complaint, is really more about the packaging than anything else, is once it hits a certain point in this bottle, it's really flippin' hard to get out. So I think after a certain point, it didn't really pump as well. Like, it was a little bit harder to pump, and then I was like scraping it out. I had like a brush in there to scrape it out, and I bought another one, and I finally just got tired of scraping out the bottom of this bottle. But that would be my one complaint, is at some point it becomes quite challenging to get the product out of the pump. So Kula, if you ever hear this, can you figure that out for me, please? Lash Paradise, the Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof. I used a regular bottle of Lash Paradise several months ago. I think you guys probably would remember it, and I just felt like my eyes were very irritated and kind of watery. So that was an issue. So I thought that I would try the waterproof and see if that like worked better for me. So far it's been so good. Today is actually, I just literally put this in the box this morning because I feel like it's getting to the point where it's drying, but it's not necessarily like giving me the volume that I wanted. So I will say, I always feel like maybe it's the way this bottle is designed, but I always feel like I go through it so quickly, like, and maybe that's because it just, there's not actually a lot of space in here for product to hang out. But I was comparing the fluid ounce size to some of my other like mascaras that have more in them, and this is definitely a 0.1 smaller than them, but in the scale of mascara that could be a lot. So, but I like it. I think it does a pretty good job at keeping my, you know, lashes nice and voluminous, which is important to me. I like volume with my lashes. And then Lover or Hater Kat Von D tattoo liner. I've had this guy for forever, and I just gotten to the point where like it's still kind of there, but it was like the tip of it's really like beaten up, and it doesn't like give you that like good effect anymore. Hi, you're just all up in today's video, aren't you? Yeah. It's still, there's still a little bit left in there, but I felt like when I was using it, it would like grab and pull at certain places. And I had a Stila one that was a bit newer, and that one's quite old, so it just felt like it was time to move along. Little eyeliner. All right, hair care. So the tops of these are so like they're heavy enough that it makes me feel like there's product in here, but there's really not. So we've gone through a set of the Signature One shampoo and conditioner from Kristen S. Yes, I will repurchase these. I've actually been that old lady who forgets that she meant to buy conditioner, and I have like 3 shampoos right now. 1 conditioner, 3 shampoos. So I like these. I like the Signature One line. I haven't really tried too much of the other ones. I did try the purple shampoo recently, and I'm obsessed with the purple shampoo from her line. And Bear's just making his entrance in today's video as he really wants to be here. Okay, sorry, I had to move Bear into another room, and he may or may not open the door and come back in just a second, so we'll find out. So okay, I've gone through, well, my mom and I have gone through a round of the Kristen S Signature hair, the one Signature shampoo and conditioner. I have bought more of these. We have backups of these. I am trying out, at some point I'm going to try the gentle cleansing one, and then I've tried the purple shampoo, and I love the purple shampoo. But I've also finished a bottle of the DPQ purple shampoo, and when I did the like slew of purple shampoo testing a few months ago, this was probably like my favorite of the bunch. I really enjoyed DPQ, so I was a little bit sad to not have it anymore. I've been using the Not Your Mother's purple shampoo, which is lovely. I enjoy that. However, I will say if you're choosing between purple shampoos and you don't mind spending like a few more dollars, I don't know how much more, it's not that much more, I would go for the Kristen S one over that. But I did really enjoy the DPQ one. It is sulfate free, and it just made my hair feel really, really nice. It's just like twice the price for not that much product. So yeah, the Kristen S ones have like 10 fluid ounces, and this has 8.5. So if you love DPQ, I would recommend it. I definitely really enjoyed this purple shampoo and would use it again if I just felt like spending money on it. And then the last product in the bundle is a bottle of dry shampoo, the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. I started using this a couple of years ago based on the recommendation of one of my friends. I haven't repurchased it because it's just not my fave. I mean, I like it. I enjoy it. It works really well. It definitely leaves a white cast, so if you're not blonde, that could be a problem for you. But I like the Pantene one as well, and I've got a couple of dry shampoos on the go right now, so repurchasing that one wasn't a priority for me. I'm always testing them anyways. So yeah, I think that is it for today's empties video. I know that everything has been a little all over the place. Sorry guys. I was trying to knock out a couple of videos ahead because I have the house to myself, and Bear just really wanted to play and be a part of it today. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day wherever you are. I am hoping we get a little more sunshine, but I am going to go hang out and enjoy some time with my dog. And yeah, it is a good day to be here. It is a beautiful day to be alive, is what you would say. So yeah, I love you guys. You matter to me. Make sure you subscribe and click that like button. It shows my channel lots of love and support. And I will see you all in next week's video. Bye guys. So, hey, you gotta wait 5 minutes. I'm almost done.